everyone, welcome to Liz Sews and my February makes.
If you recall from my plans video, I wanted to do something that was sort of like a seamwork Astoria. So what I did is I just took the Renfrew pattern and I chopped off 6 inches from the bottom, and that's it. I chopped off 6 inches from the bottom. This was not very successful. For some reason, it just doesn't feel comfortable, and I'm not sure if it's I think it's the fabric that doesn't feel comfortable. So I'm not too heartbroken that it didn't work out as I had planned, because when I took this fabric apart, like laid it out, I realized I only purchased a yard. I don't know why I only purchased a yard. Like, that doesn't make anything. But a yard was enough to do this cropped style of the Renfrew. It was a little bulky too, so I wasn't able to put the cuffs on the sleeves. So the sleeves are a little bit short, and then it's just like, it feels really tight around the bust. Like, it didn't work. So this one's probably gonna go to the charity shop. And then the other thing that I'm wearing right now is the lander pants that I made. And I chose to use the Nugmeg colorway. Now you have to excuse these because they are a little bit wrinkly. They are made out of linen, so they're going to take at least a couple washes and wears before they relax a little bit. But I am quite happy how these turned out. This is the first time I've made the full length pants version of the lander pants. The lander pants are designed for a person that is 5'5". I added 3 inches to the pant length and another 1.5 inches on the front and back rise of my pant. So in total, they are 4.5 inches longer than originally drafted, which should get me up to 5'9". I've made the shorts from this pattern several times, and so I just took all of those adjustments that I made to the shorts and transferred it to the pants version, and they were able to sew up perfectly onto the first try. So the next item I have is my long sleeve Renfrew shirt. No, I did not sew up the purple one, which I have had cut out for several months, because I did what every sewist does and did the new fabric. I'm really happy with how this shirt turned out. I've worn it probably 5 or 6 times since I finished making it. Super comfortable. I will say that the Renfrew patterns tend to have really long arms, and for somebody who normally has to add an inch or 3 to all patterns, it's quite a surprise to get the Renfrew and not have to add anything to the arms and still get them a nice long length. This is a brushed cotton jersey. It's really soft and comfortable. I got it from fabric.com probably close to 8 or 9 months ago, and I'm really glad I finally sewed it up. So that is it for the garments, but of course I did a lot of bra sewing this month. Bra and underwear, so let's get into that. First off, if you guys saw my video that I posted a couple weeks ago, Beware's mystery box this month was so cool. It had a bunch of like gray, white, black, beautiful tulip print fabric. I was really inspired by that, and you'll see that I made quite a few things out of that. So the first thing I made is probably one of my favorites, and this is just a pair of Watson briefs. It comes in the pattern for the Watson bralette. I used the tulip jersey and then the white picot elastic that came in the box for this. This is one of my go-to brief patterns. I haven't found anything else that I like as much as these. I did modify it a little bit so that they had a little bit higher cut in the thigh and a little bit more coverage in the tummy area. I'm quite long. Is that long-waisted? Like, the difference between my waist and the bottom of my crotch is quite long. So most brief patterns I think are just vulgar on me. So I definitely had to give this more coverage, but I'm really liking how it is, and I use this one all the time, this pattern. Next up, I made these sort of grandy panties, and these are more for, you know, certain times of the month when you just want to feel covered in like in a giant hug. I used the black elastic that came in the box on these. I made a little bit of a mistake here. You can see that it's quite bagged out. I didn't stretch the elastic enough as I was putting it in, and it looks like I might have stretched the jersey instead. So I will have to reapply that. But these granny panties, I use Simplicity 8228. She has, I didn't have enough fabric to do like the tulip on the front and the back, so I did a little blocking on the back using the pattern pieces that are in that pattern, because they're made to have lace inserts on those sections. So the elastic and the tulip came from my Viewer mystery box, and I just supplemented it with some black jersey in the back. Now the box came with a pattern, and that is the Tippy Breifs. So I used that. So we have this gray organic cotton jersey that came in the kit. I used pink elastic on the top because I always like that combination of gray and pink. This pink one came in, I want to say October's mystery box. I think it was October. It was like Breast Cancer Awareness Month in Sweden, so everything in the box was pink. So I never got around to using it then, so I was happy that I got to use it on this one, and I think it looks really good with that soft gray. Now the real star of the Tippy pattern that came in the box is the fact that you get this nice coy little sheer panel in the back. So for the panel in the back, I've used just stretch mesh, and this is something that I purchased from Joann's probably like a year and a half ago. Really lightweight, easy stretchable. You do see a little something in the back when you wear these pants. So these, you know, you want to impress somebody, or you just like looking at yourself, that's fine too. You need some breathable room back there. But I'm really happy how these turned out. And so I don't think that the Tippy pattern is going to knock Watson off of its pedestal for me, but it's definitely a pattern that I will go back to every now and then, especially when I have some cool lace or fabric that I want to accent in the back. And then the last pair of underwear I made from the box was another Tippy set, again using the gray cotton jersey that came in the box. And this one uses gray Swiss dot bra tool for that back panel. I was a little concerned that there might not be enough stretch in this bra tool to work for that panel, but it worked out completely fine. So Tippy pants using, I think the only thing from here that didn't come from the Beware kit is the gray fold over elastic with it, which I just had in my stash. One thing I will say about the Tippy pattern, not super size inclusive. I don't consider myself to be that particularly big. However, I used the largest size set that the pattern included, and even still I had to add about an inch or two into the circumference of this just to help it fit around my hips. I compared it to my Watson brief pattern, which I know fits me really, really well. And that's how come I knew that I needed to add a little bit more space in there. So not super size inclusive, which is a shame because I think that this pattern is really cute and I think a lot of people would enjoy it. Now, for my bras, I have had a request to get a little bit closer of a look up on the bra, so I'm going to try something different this month. I'm going to cut over to just a close-up of the bras with short voiceovers telling you about them.
So the first bra that we're going to look at is an adaptation I did of the Harriet bra. This is to match those Tippy pants that I just showed you with the Swiss dot back panel. I did this one in the Swiss dot, and then I lined it in a sheer nude color tricot. I've done all of the elastics in this sort of platinum gray that I had sitting around in my stash. So here, if we look at the inside of the bra, I've done some nude sheer lining in here so that it still keeps that ethereal nature of the Swiss dot, but gives me a little bit more support. You'll see I haven't yet finished this off. I need to trim down the wires so that they fit in this channeling. So one thing that I did is, like I said, I based this off of the Harriet bra pattern, but I split this cup into 1, 2, 3 pieces. So this should all be one piece in the Harriet. I just split it up into more pieces because I wanted to have that sort of clamshell multi-piece shape at the bottom of the cup. So that is the first bra based off of the Harriet. The last thing that I made with the kit from Beware, or the mystery box, is this Hanna bralette from Studio Costura. I believe this shop is based out of Estonia, but I purchased the pattern. It comes in English on Etsy. This is a pattern that I had wanted for a while, but then I ended up buying, for some reason, I ended up buying a different bralette pattern instead, and I didn't get this one. And I'm kind of kicking myself now because I like this one a lot more than the other pattern. So the Beware mystery box did come with some black lace, but because I already had some of that black lace, if I added it to what came in the mystery box, I had 2 yards. So that's enough to make some bralette patterns, which take a lot more lace. So I didn't want to use it here because I had 2 yards of it, and then I could use it to make something else. So I'm not quite sure where this lace came from. I want to say it came in a mystery box, not a mystery box, like a grab bag from TaylorMade shop, or it could have just been thrown into an order that I made with Beware, but I didn't have a ton of it, so this was a perfect usage for it. And then I used up the last of that beautiful tulip jersey that came in the box. So the interior of the bra, so on the outside, all of this is lace, and then you have this underpiece right here that is using that same jersey fabric. Then you have this outer cut piece, which I have backed in a stretch mesh, and then I used power net for the very back band. I always do that just because I like the firmness of how that feels. So this was the first time I had used this pattern, so I wasn't super careful. I mean, I still cleaned things up, but it's not as neat and tidy as I normally do a bra when I'm doing the first one, just because I'm not sure if it's going to fit. So I don't want to waste too much time agonizing over it. But very happy with how this turned out. There's definitely going to be more of these in my future. The next bralette I have, I was actually a pattern tester for this, so I don't really want to talk too much about it, but I thought I'd just show you. It's really cute. I used some leftover scraps that I had of this lemon fabric. I can't remember who makes this fabric, but I absolutely love it. I bought a yard of it, and I've gotten a lot of use out of it. I've made 2 pairs of underwear, a pair of bra, and now this is the second bra, and I believe a tank top out of a yard. I used just some bra tulle for the top contrast panel, and then we have fold over elastic and regular band elastic on the bottom. I fully lined this bra using stretch mesh right here and then regular mesh in the back. So you can see all of my seams are enclosed, so there's no raw edges sticking out, even though you can still see them through the stretch mesh. So like I said, with the gray Swiss dot bra, I was really interested in this multi-piece cup idea that's like seashelly. So I purchased this pattern off of Etsy, and this is called the Chelsea bra, I want to say. Pretty sure it's the Chelsea bra. It was only $5 or $6, which is quite cheap for a bra pattern, and I think I kind of got what I paid for. It works, it's wearable, it's not the best fitting bra I owned, and I had to majorly alter this top piece in order to get it to work because it was just huge. It was like an inch longer than the bottom cup once it was assembled. So I don't know, there was some weird stuff going on. And then the back band was really big as well. It touched all the way to my center back without having to stretch at all, which, you know, you want your bra to have some stretch because otherwise it's not really giving you any support. So I think it's usable. I think there are some redeeming qualities to it. It's just, it's gonna take some work to fix it. I am quite proud on this one of my mirroring of the lace. I think that looks really pretty. we look at the interior of the bra, this is using duoplex, which normally doesn't ravel, so I didn't bother lining it. Again, because it's the first time making this bra, I also don't want to spend too much time on finishing. Just want to get it right. One thing that, so in addition to like altering these cut pieces to fit together a little bit better, I also think that this needs to be shaped a little bit. I'd like to see, you know, an arc right here in the bridge, and then probably dip down around the cups and come back up. I think that's always a little bit more of attractive look for it. You can also see I ran out of underwire channeling. This one took an extra long wire, so it was super big. So again, because it's just, I was just testing out this pattern for the first time, I cheated and just, you know, added a little bit extra of the underwire channeling there. So it's not my proudest make in terms of the interior, but you know, not everything we make is absolutely perfect. Next, I have a Boylston bra. So Boylston bra from Orange Lingerie. I did it in this forest green duoplex, and then all black findings and a little nice black bow in the center. The interior sticks with that black theme. Again, we have black elastics, black band, black underwire channeling, and used black sheer tricot in the top of this cup here. Oops, some cat hair stuck in there. Now, I haven't made this bra pattern in a while, and I must have widened the bridge and didn't write that down in the notes, because for some reason I had overlapping channels in this, which I never have overlapping channels, so I need to remember to widen the bridge the next time that I make this. But other than the overlapping channel, I'm really happy with how this turned out, and I can't wait to wear this on St. Patrick's Day. Okay, this is the last bra that I made. So this is a Harriet bra using some lace that I picked up from Beware. If you guys are interested in learning how to make this bra, there will be a tutorial for this. If it's not up yet, it will be up in the next week or so, I promise. So for this one, I lined it completely in a sheer tricot because the Harriet needs stable front, and the lace itself is a stretch. So I lined it in a stable tricot. And you can see here all of my seams have been encased. We have the underwire, some elastic, stuff like that. And then I used blue and just this cornflower blue bottom band elastic. Quite happy how this turned out. I mean, I knew it would turn out because, again, this is one of my tried and true patterns now. I've altered it to fit me perfectly. So that is the last bra.
Well, that is everything that I made in the month of February. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing everything. I'd love to know what you guys have been sewing. Until next time, take care.